Hey, this video is for everybody that's been with me since the very beginning. Um, in my first video, I talked about some of the reasons that I wanted to do this, and it was because my family had experienced tragic loss, and I used to, I thought it was a clever way of saying I wanted to shake the Etch-a-Sketch and get a clean start. Today's Friday, September 27th. And 6 years ago today, my 22-year-old son was murdered in a home invasion. And I don't need to try to explain how absolutely devastating that is. You go through processes, and the first thing that you have to do is breathe. You have to get up enough strength and courage to take that next breath, and beyond that, you stand, you get up, and then after you have practiced that, then you begin to move and live again, and it's a very long process. We went through 5 years of multiple murder trials, and when those were over, I was ready and needed to take a change, because the arc of my life, the way I was handling the stress and pressure and anxieties of my world was not trending in a good direction, and I needed to make that change. So it's a tough decision to walk away from your career and walk away from your family and walk away from your friends for what was probably going to be 6 months, 7 months, and to go out and hike the Appalachian Trail. And if you've been watching my videos, I've said many times, it's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. It's harder physically, it's harder emotionally. Um, it's a tough damn deal. I'm not going to pull any punches. But if you ask me, did this help? I think it helped to quiet my mind. It helped to allow me to live a very, very simple life. And you can't get much more simple than our life is out here. The big decisions are, where's the next water source? What's the terrain look like? What's the elevation gain loss today? How far are we going? And other than that, you're just climbing. And, you're trying to stay dry, and you're trying to stay warm. And it's very, very basic. And at some weird level, it's quite rewarding. But for everyone who's been with me this entire time, I just want to say thanks. And all the times when people would say, why are you doing this? And I would quip that I want to shake the Etch-a-Sketch and get a clear slate and everything. And you don't get a do-over. You don't get a clear slate. The issues that I had, the grief that I had, that's forever. There's a line in the sand where I had my entire family together, and then I didn't, and you don't get to rebuild that. Now you build from it and you move forward, but you just don't get a do-over. What I kind of want to say is that you don't allow yourself to get stuck in that moment. You don't let that tragedy define who you are. You don't let it dictate all of your remaining days. I believe that God wants us to live the most amazing life imaginable. And you know, I'm 58 years old, and I've had a lifetime of you know, athletics and training, and my body's got high miles on it. You know, I complain about my knees and that kind of stuff in almost every video, but you can still get it done. Um, you don't get stuck in that moment. You move, you get up, you go, you set goals, and you achieve them, and you embrace that pain. You know, because the reward on the other side of it, it's worth it. That's the deal. You know, you just you just get to that point where I know it's gonna hurt. I know I still have 1.9 miles to go today, and when I get done with this video and put my pack on and start walking, it's gonna hurt because I've been laying around here for an hour. But that's the part of it. Um, you know, the reward is that I'm sitting on this giant slab of rock out in the middle of Maine where they're predicting, you know, freezing rain and crap like that in the next couple of days, and the sun is shining down, it's warm, it's in my eyes, and I'm the only person on this rock. That's a pretty cool thing. So, thanks for being with me. That's some insight to the loss I had, and a little bit of insight into what I've done since. And I could talk about this for hours and hours and hours. And if anyone out there ever wants to reach out to me and talk about tragic loss and how to overcome, and overcome's a bad way to say it, how to deal with it, and how to continue to move, just hit me up. So, love you guys, and I will talk to you soon.